football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you guys see it. You guys see it. We here, man. We in Japan. Right now, I'm in Tokyo. My first day here, so I'm actually going to a gym today. Stay tuned for all the content here on True School Sports in Japan, in the land of the rising sun. Great times, man. Just honestly a pleasure to be here, honestly. But wanted to get to some quick news back home stateside, because I seen the numbers as I was waking up this morning in Japan. Big stuff, huge stuff coming from Gervonta Davis. It was reported by some pretty legitimate, credible news sources like Keith Idec, who's, you know, one of the best boxing writers out there. Like, this whole like Gervonta Davis Ryan Garcia fight was nothing short of a box office success. I mean, it was reported that they did the 5th highest live gate ever at for any big time Las Vegas boxing event. It came in number 5 with $22.8 million at the gate, which is actually, believe it or not, higher than Canelo versus Mayweather. So that's pretty damn big. And I really do think, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this stamps Gervonta Davis as the face of boxing, but it's a huge turning point and a massive step in the right direction towards him becoming the quote-unquote face of boxing. Even though, unpopular opinion, I don't think there really is such a thing as a face of boxing, and that's a discussion for another video. But it's it really does establish himself as, you know, one of the legitimate big stars of boxing. So good stuff from him. Apart from that, you know, it also was reported that the pay-per-view did like 1.2 million pay-per-views, which, you know, also reported by Keith Idec. And if this is all true, then what a massive win for boxing. What a massive win for Tank, because, you know, over the years, I've been conditioned to kind of believe that boxing pay-per-views in America just won't move and won't sell how they're supposed to, right? So with that being said, I thought that, you know, because of the high price point, people weren't going to pay for it. You know, and with streaming being so high these days, I was of the mindset that people were not going to pay for it. But I am happy to say I'm wrong. I'm happy to say that this doubled what I thought it would do, just because of the fact that, like I said, high price point, streaming's at an all-time high. I didn't really think it was going to be an issue, or I didn't think it was going to be as successful as it was. But thankfully it is, because whether you guys like it or not, boxing needs to go on. Boxing needs to be healthy, and it needs to be healthy in the USA, because the USA is the capital of big-time boxing. Granted, boxing is a big-time global sport, but the entertainment capital of the world is ultimately the USA, and we need boxing to be healthy in the USA for boxing to be as good as it can be. So, with that being said, we've always known that around these weight classes for the last couple of years, especially because of the fact that Gervonta Davis is one of the only big ticket sellers in America, we know that he's always kind of been like the A side of negotiations. But now, with this whole massive W that gets got at the box office, this is a big feather in his cap. So listen, man, I don't think he needs to be moved or maneuvered. I think Gervonta Davis is a world-class, creme de la creme, top shelf fighter. I think Gervonta Davis, you could put him in there with anybody in the ring from 135 to 140, and he's going to be the favorite against most guys out there. So there should be no more stadium this Glock. I know the fight a lot of people want to see in boxing is him versus Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson's pretty much said, look, he wants to fight. He understands his position. He understands that, you know, he's the quote-unquote B side, Tank is the A side. So he's willing to try to make some things happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, because PBC had a lot of more in-house fights they can make. I really do see Tank kind of going the route of like a Isaac Cruz rematch, Edward De Los Santos, Frank Martin. He's going to pick from that bunch. If you're out here clamoring for Shakur, I mean, I'd like to see it happen. Hopefully it can happen. But if I'm just being realistic, I see him picking between Isaac Cruz, Frank Martin, Edward De Los Santos. He's not going to go outside of that realm to fight Shakur. And if history tells us anything with PBC, he's not going to do that. He's not going to go fight Shakur. He's not going to go fight Shakur until it makes optimal business sense. The same way as for when he fought Ryan. He didn't fight Ryan until all parties involved, PBC and everybody, felt it made optimal business sense. And you know what? You can say what you want. I've criticized PBC. I've criticized Al Heyman when it's called for it. But you know what? I also give credit when it's called for. And listen, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And they've done their thing. They got a big W. It's also a big W for Ryan Garcia. You know, I think his story is not over. He's 24 years old. Very intrigued to see what he can do at 140. This is also a big feather in his cap because mind you, it takes two to tango. And if Tank didn't have such a interesting, talkative, marketable, entertaining dance partner, then this wouldn't have been the promotion it ultimately wound up becoming. So a lot of credit does have to go out to Ryan Garcia as well. But that's the news, man. That's the news. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia smashes the box office, 5th highest live gate ever, 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Great, just great stuff for boxing, and hopefully they can build off this, and this actually becomes a springboard for bigger and better things in the lightweight division, a division that a lot of people love and have a lot of interest for. So that's what it is, man. But like I said, I'm here in Japan, Tokyo right now. I'm patrolling the mean streets of Ota City, Tokyo. Yeah, True School Sports out here in Japan. I can't believe it. They call Japan the land of the rising sun, and now I see why, because it was like 4:45 and the sun was already up. That was crazy. 4:45 in the morning, the sun's already up. So I like it here. It's very beautiful here. Looking very forward to getting you guys some great content. Hopefully you guys support everything we got going on here on True School Sports. On that note, you guys take care. And like I say in every single one of these videos, it don't matter if we in Vegas, it don't matter if we in LA, it don't matter if we in the mean streets of South Florida, you know. You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. And that's Dania Beach in South Florida if you didn't know. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.